Hello, Valley Club. This weekend, I competed in a IBJJF Nogi pants, which is the third most prestigious Nogi Jiu-Jitsu tournament in the world. It was my second Nogi tournament overall, my third tournament at Purple Belt. Last year, I entered this tournament at Blue Belt and won gold. This year, though, first match was a Division 1 wrestler. So this is the match, and the footage from this match actually came from my opponent's wife. She sent this to my wife because my wife got there late. They were at a soccer game, and the girls actually won, which is good, but they didn't get there in time for my match. So what I really wanted to focus on in this match is managing my energy. I've had adrenaline dumps in the past, which has just made me so tired I couldn't do anything. Did that actually in my last tournament, and it was not good. I thought I was over that, so really wanted to focus on relaxing, at least for the first couple of minutes, and as my opponent started to get tired, that is when I wanted to turn it up. So that is what I try to do here. He was a Division 1 wrestler, so he has some really good wrestling. I don't think I've went against a Division 1 wrestler before in a jiu-jitsu match, so this is going to be interesting. And as we start the match, I'm trying to relax, but he immediately gets this outside arm drag on my arm there, and he does this nice single leg. Now, I defend a single to try to grab this guillotine, but as you say, I weave my leg in there to hook it around his leg so he can't immediately grab the single, but I did have some issues with my knee earlier in training about 2 weeks ago. Popped my knee. I don't think I did any damage, but I popped it again here, and I didn't notice any pain. It wasn't sore until later that night, but it did affect my training the next few days. But yeah, so I get the guillotine here. I start to threaten that, but he's doing a really good job of just lifting me up. And we go to the ground. I try to get my leg on the outside of it so I can finish the guillotine, but he stops that. He shoves my leg through. So I go for the underhook there, and I start to get that deeper so I can go into my escape. I get to the turtle position, and he immediately threatens my head, and he has a good grip on my neck, threatening that guillotine. So I'm fighting the hands there. I'm trying to break his hands apart, and I'm just trying to stay safe, stay relaxed, not freak out like I've done in the past. And he's going to the side there. He's looking for that head and leg cradle, which he eventually gets. And I'm just trying to stay relaxed here. He gets that cradle, and I'm still fighting the hands. He still has that grip on my neck. I'm fighting the hands there, and as soon as I get the hands open, that knee comes in, and I'm able to get down. I break his base, look for the front headlock, and he does this nice sit out, man. His wrestling was really good, and he gets on top again. I go to butterfly guard here, and this is one of my big mistakes. Instead of working this butterfly guard, which is one of the newer positions that I've been working on, I immediately try to snap his head down again because it worked so good the first time. And we are in a stand-up battle, and this is not what I want. Stand-up's not my strong point. Trying to break his base, fake a ankle pick there, but he doesn't react at all, so that doesn't give me anything. And I'm trying to get the angle there, looking for a single of my own, but I release the pressure on his head and don't really break his base. We start to go out of bounds, and he just disengages. Very, very smart gamesmanship here. Brings us back to the center. Very, very comfortable. That's that arm drag again, that outside arm drag, and uses that to sweep me. But I threaten the guillotine there, and I try to get my leg through the other side, and he does a good job. He knows that if I get my leg to the other side, I can finish this guillotine, but he's defending that. And I finally, it breaks the lock on his neck, and now we are in an outside closed guard. If I close my legs here, it's a closed guard, but my legs are outside of him, and he has a strong grip. He immediately has his grip on my waist, so I try to break the grip and threaten a Kimura, but man, his grip is strong, and I do have a pretty good angle here. So if I'm able to break the grip, I think I can finish this Kimura, but his grip is strong. I'm not breaking that thing. This guy's a strong, old man strength wrestler. That his grip is very, very tight there, and I'm not able to really work my hands in. Not really able to get the angle of my arms. My body is in a good position to finish if I can break that grip open, but yeah, he is fighting this, checking the reverse, looking at the reverse angle. I start to threaten the guillotine there as I come up, and I do get it under his neck. Make a little mistake here. I get this leg out, and as I get that leg out, the elbow comes up a little high, which means it's not as deep. He gets his head out, and now the ref calls it. I don't see it. I start to come up, but the ref lets us know that we need to restart in the center just because we're sort of out of bounds, and you know, they don't want to fight out of bounds there. So we restart in the center, and I try to get that the position to the side over his shoulder, but the ref says, no, you're on your back. I try to get a little on my side. She said, no, you got to be flat on your back. So we start flat on back, try to get a good grip here. I tried for that over his shoulder again. He starts to stand. I attack this leg, and I start to try to break his posture there. I break his posture again, and he shoves his hands right in my armpits, and I can't really get anything going. It kind of negates my attacks. He stands up, gives me the arm, but I do this very, very loose, and there's another mistake. Instead of going right to turtle, I go to cross side and start to work my escape. Now, the escape eventually ends up in that turtle position, so I could have avoided an extra 3 points there by just going to turtle, but we're in that front headlock position again. I'm starting to fight the hands. And now we're looking at the time, I'm down. If you look at the clock there, there's only 1 minute and 20 seconds left. So I need to do something here. I'm not winning the match, and it's not looking good for me. So I try to get back to half guard. One of the good things there that I do is, you see, I stick my leg into that half guard position there. So we're in half guard. I'm trying to get this butterfly hook into his leg. And once I could do that, I could start to attack the legs. I threaten a minor Kimura, not a very good threat there for that Kimura. But we do end up in that butterfly half here. So now I can start to attack leg. I start to break his base a little. I'm really looking for his right leg there. You see that hand around the leg, so I can start to attack that. I tried to break his base a little bit more. I'm scooting in, and he does a good job of avoiding that. Here we see the attack again. Very, very sloppy. This was something I just started learning about 2 or 3 months ago. So a lot of these positions that we have here is newer positions for me. We stand up again, and we're in half guard at this point. And instead of going into my normal passing sequence, I hear that there's very little time left. So immediately start to attack a Kimura, and yeah, there's just not enough time to do anything. Not enough time to pass the guard. Not enough time to do to finish the Kimura. And this is kind of how the match ends here. Now, what I really think I did well, I'm trying to force this arm down to really threaten that Kimura. And as I threaten to get that arm down, time expires. But like I said, what I think I really did well in this match is something I hadn't done well in previous matches, is manage my energy. If you look at me here, I'm ready to go. He looks a little tired, and I felt him getting a little tired. So my strategy actually worked. It just didn't work quick enough. I needed him to get tired quicker. I need to go and attack quicker. And the result of that, and evidence that it worked, is when my opponent faces next opponent, he immediately pulled guard. He didn't do any wrestling, so I think I wore him out, but I didn't wear him out for myself. I wore him out for his next opponent. His next opponent eventually did find that guillotine that I was looking for with like 3 seconds left, so I eventually got the bronze because there was only 4 people in my bracket, and 1 person didn't show up. So got the bronze by default. Didn't end up staying around there. I would have stayed around so he could get the nice picture for his medal, but because the other opponent didn't show up, there was like another hour that they're gonna wait, and my wife and my friends, my teammates all left. So I was like, yeah, we're just gonna go. I shook his hand, and we left. So he did really good. I thought, even though I didn't win, I did improve a bunch since my last tournament. And we have another tournament at the end of the month, the 22nd of October. I'm entering Gi, Absolute Gi, and then Nogi as well. So hopefully we do well there. We can come away with 3 medals, but that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, but that is what I'm doing on the jiu-jitsu front. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. It is free for you, and it supports the channel. I'll see you guys next time. And if you want to check out what I did to screw up totally, gas myself out at the last tournament, make sure you check out the video up there. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.